This is, in my honest opinion, the main reason why crypto is crashing today. Welcome back to another video. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day today. There's been a lot of opinions on why crypto is crashing, and nobody seems to give the right puts or the right inputs on why exactly. They just say, oh, it's crashing, and they don't say why. So I'm going to be giving you the correct reason today. And this is Grayscale G Bitcoin, and they're basically forced to sell. Not that they want to sell, but a lot of outflows have been coming from Grayscale and that matter. So this was very bad for a lot of holders. And this got a lot of holders actually frustrated in that sense. So that being said, now we have more reasons why Grayscale is dropping in price. We are seeing more drops overall. So that being said, Grayscale has been a very large portion of the sales have been actually from, very simply put, FTX. FTX has been dropping a lot, and they had to sell a very large portion of their crypto. And this is where the problem was overall. Honestly, I am still feeling hopeful for the market recovery right now. Still think it's very early for the cryptocurrency markets. And that's the big news about it. Like, there's been tons of great updates still. If you look at a long-term sense, an ETF was significant influence on the market-wide correction that took Bitcoin from 48,000 to 48,000 to 38,000. And the discount was over 50% during the bear market lows in late 2022. It's non-existent now because of arbitrage traders. This was one of the most expected results of ETFs rolling out. So yeah, a lot of people weren't expecting that. A lot of people were thinking, oh, it's going to go up, it's going to go up, it's going to go up. Unfortunately, this is not how the markets work, and they did not work like this time. Made a lot of people very frustrated with this, but for me, I just think it's a normal market behavior. If you ask me, like, we're seeing that all the time in crypto. It's like buy the rumor, buy the news, sell the rumor, basically, saying, okay, it's going to improve. It's going to improve. You just keep holding. And the users do. The newcomers do keep holding, and the whales keep selling because they have a very large influx that they can sell now to the open market. But this is going to improve over the long run. Grayscale is still the largest ETF, and we're still very early crypto. We got to appreciate it. If you guys want to work out like this, smash that like button. Peace, everyone. So Finchia has really dropped a lot, and it's a web rebranded from Link. And you guys probably know Link, the blockchain developed by global messenger app company Line Corp. Line is used by huge markets in Asia, and it aims to establish a blockchain platform and token economy that is accessible to everyday consumers. Now, Finchia serves as a central currency on the Line blockchain, connecting all collaborating users, not just in Line, but from other fields. So what we're seeing right now is a lot of people coming back to crypto, talking more about, being the big player out there. And that's definitely good news for a lot of people. So again, if you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. But this is another blockchain, and there's a lot of blockchains. The blockchain space, I think, is kind of too competitive right now. My opinion, you have like places like Solana, you have all different kinds of tokens, really. But if you look at it over the long-term sense, there is really a lot of projects coming in very fast. And that is the big news that a lot of people do not talk about or don't want to talk about for some reason. So what I'm personally hoping for is Finchia becoming one of those big crypto players in the near-term sense, and in the long-term sense, becoming even bigger. So if you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button if you guys haven't already. There is being a lot to be discussed in that sense, and that's something I'm really excited for. Now, what I am hoping for is basically seeing Finchia becoming the next big thing. The issue is a lot of people aren't simply interested in this right now. Like, a lot of people don't look at the projects like that simply because they don't have the time or don't have the energy to find new projects. I think it's kind of under-tapped at this point, but it's also going way ahead for the Asian markets. So that is something you also have to consider. It's very huge on the Asian market side, which is like something a lot of people do not actually talk about, how big it is there. That being said, if you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. Till next time, peace. Peace, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Let's talk about Shiba Inu. And if there's any absolute updates that people have been waiting for, if you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. There's been a ton of new announcements, ton of updates overall for SHIB. And this is certainly good and bad thing. Like, I personally think the big problem with SHIB right now with what we saw is Shiba Inu did not get the updates that were supposed to be game changer yet. And I get it. A lot of people, they are waiting for that. And they have been waiting for that for 2 years. And I think this is the biggest problem, like the promise of people having, you know, oh, Shiba Inu is going to change in price. I don't think it's going to change in price that much, to be honest. The issue for that is what we're seeing right now is sort of a game changer in that sense. We've been seeing a lot of issues with SHIB in the last few days, and that is for a very, very simple reason. There's been so many problematic factors, like the metaverse game not coming out, and a lot of whales have also been dumping. There hasn't been really enough burn to sustain these burns, to sustain these drops, so that's another issue that a lot of people have. So personally, that's one of the issues I'm finding here, but I'm still very, very hopeful to see SHIB rising fast, rising above. With that being said, there does seem to be a lot of uncertainty of where, how, and when, and things like that. That overall, let's jump right in the video.
That Shiba Inu is seeing a rejection. And not just that, if we take a look at Bitcoin with our Fibonacci tool, beautiful price action. Price saw this big move to the downside. We set a new low. Then we saw this move up and we saw a nice rejection.
So again, every time Shiba Inu tries to push forward, it gets sent back downwards. And this is a big problem for a lot of Shiba Inu holders overall. And that's where I'm seeing right now to be the problem, in my opinion.
The 0.5 level on the Fibonacci tool. So this could very well be a top, you know, we'll only know.
Like, people are saying that Shiba Inu stop has already came, and that it's not going to be seeing anything less. And that's what keeps me worried for SHIB, actually. Like, imagine if you were told, like, your investment when you bought it for at the top is now worth maybe 90% down.
Right now, and not much is happening.
So again, this is a very fair point Chad Reddings makes. There's not much happening with SHIB to make it go back up. People are asking for a miracle to happen, but nothing much has happened in a sense also with the markets. So I think that's a problem for a lot of people. Now, if you look at the good term side though, there still is, you know, positive announcement from the Shiba Inu community. So there are still things that I love to see with SHIB. Personally, there's still things that can be improved and that can be destroyed in that sense. Like, so everything like that is gonna probably happen at some point. Everything good with SHIB is gonna happen, and that's where I'm really, really excited. But if you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button if you guys haven't already, because there's been so much news going on that basically people have not been aware of. But Shiba Inu, look, there's partnerships, there's tons of things coming, earnings report, all of that. That's the good news. So that's what something I'm hopeful for. But if you guys want more content like this, you know what to do. The like button's right there. Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's talk about AltLayer. Now, AltLayer is another one of the projects listed on Binance, and that's also partially a reason why I want to be talking about it. Seems like there is a lot of hype concerning these altcoin tokens. Right now, AltLayer is an open and decentralized protocol for rollups, brings together a novel idea which spun from any rollup stack such as OP, Slack, Arbitrum, Polygon. Again, these ones are used a lot, and this is why this token is trending, and it's potentially reaching 100 market cap by the time of this video, so that's pretty exciting news. Again, just got listed, and that's the exciting updates. But let's take a look at their Twitter, because usually Twitter is a very good factor why the tokens are growing. So you might be thinking, oh, Coin Central show, why are you only looking at Twitter and doing no other research? Why aren't you looking at the market statistics or market trends? Well, for a very simple reason. Usually when there's a big announcement on Twitter, the price goes up, and the whales know it. Everybody knows it. And that's the big factor about it. This is why the price is growing. But the altcoin will officially power the alt layer ecosystem, will soon be launched on Binance Launch Pool. And again, just got added Binance Simple Earn, and it's here, 10, 11%. Obviously, the whales are going to be raking on this one. Personally, my opinion, and this is just my personal opinion, in the next few days, I think it's going to drop. This is what happens with Binance projects, not because they're dumping it or whatever. It's because for a very, very simple reason, and that is because most big users, they actually do come in and they start kind of selling it off because they earn so much from Binance Simple Earn, and there's liquidity, so these whales are profiting off the BNB, and that's a good thing. This still doesn't mean that the project is bad or anything. I'm just thinking like you might, and I say you might with like quotation marks because it might or might not happen, you might get it cheaper. But you might also rise up like we saw with Steppen. You know, it was like when I was like getting it, it was like super, super cheap, but then it got like super expensive. So like all of this stuff is really what makes a big difference overall. So that being said, what I personally think about this one, does it have potential? Does it not have potential? A very good question. Obviously, I personally think that because it's listed by Binance, it's a new layer, but it's very, very early. And that's the big news about it. Like it's simply too early for this one to talk anything yet as of. So that being said, there is possibilities of it growing. There is potential, but I will keep you guys updated on more on that. If you guys want more content like this, also be sure to smash that like button, and I will keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, you know, alt layer. So are you going to be buying it or not going to be buying it? Let me know in the description below, because there does seem to be a lot of uncertainty on this project. Actually, there does seem to be a lot of people saying, I'm not going to be buying this. It's useless, right? And that's where you got to consider. You don't have to buy every single project. You don't have to buy everything, but this one looks pretty awesome so far. Like I got to go more into details on what exactly it does. I just gave the basics. If we take a deep dive, you know, there see all our past tweets. It looks like a past tweet, it shows up improperly, post unavailable. So they've been posting some stuff overall. Look, nothing bad in a sense. And with projects like this, the sky is the limit. But also like when it's backed by Binance, you're going to be seeing a lot of more volatility in a sense, not like with new coins, but it might take some time to be developed. So it's definitely a long-term project in my opinion. So it's going to take time. It's going to take tons of time. But until next time, be sure to smash that like button, and peace everyone.